back to one of our favorite places in the world, a city where we can literally come multiple times and still get to do something different. Swadika, Bangkok. So this has to be the most spontaneous trip I've ever taken in my entire life. I literally forced this trip upon Sachet. I randomly decided to book our tickets at 1 a.m. and made him do all sorts of research to find me a hotel, and we got done with the booking at 5 a.m. Didn't even sleep, got started with the packing, did all the errands that we had to do, and made it to the flight after 3 final calls. That's how this trip has started. It's exciting. Let's see. Hopefully it's full of adventure. Hopefully we get to do a lot of different things. Yeah, this is it. This is our first meal. So this is the place from where we used to eat last time we had come. This is basically late night food. It's 2 a.m. Yeah. And one of the only places that's open, and it serves the best Thai curry.
Vegetarian and veg.
Veg. That's the only plus point. The food is too good.
Yeah.
Next thing is these cookies from Honey Loves to Cook. Look at the excitement on Sachet's face. Super excited.
So I tried the macadamia and the matcha. I love the macadamia.
Yeah.
This one's good. This one's Kinder Joy, but the macadamia one was better. So it's our first morning in Bangkok, and the first thing Sashi decided to do was take me out on the street and get some coconut water, because that's his favorite, the Thai coconut water. That's how they serve the cold coconut water. Of course, the first thing that I need to get are some munchies. I love the lays that you get in Bangkok. One of my favorite is this nori seaweed. Nori sheets, if you know. They're those seaweed sheets that you get. Veg. Where is my favorite? Oh yeah, yo, truffle. That's my other favorite, like absolute favorite. Is that most of the places here have this type of temple outside their place. So I've literally been walking on the streets, but I had to tell you about the temple that I was pointing out. So basically almost every place here has a temple sort of a thing outside their premises. When I spoke to a local last time I was here, they told me how they believe that every piece of land used to house some spirit, some deity, some devil, whatever, used to house a spirit. And by building on that, they've displaced that spirit. So they create this temple which is like a home to that spirit. And in a lot of places you'll even see Fanta, like red Fanta, being offered to such deities or such spirits or idols, whatever you want to call them. And that basically is because red Fanta resembles the color of blood. So it's like an offering that they place. If you've been following me for a while, you know my husband has to go to the best places for food, whether it's in a shady local area of the city or at a fine dining in one of the hotels. That's how he is. So today we are headed to one place that he found and he wanted to try. So today we are going and trying a tom yum. He's read about it somewhere and apparently it's really good and you have to try it. So this is the place with the big lobster, and it serves the best tom yum. This one's not vegetarian, so I'm not going to be eating. So it has all the photos of all the people who have visited. This is, you know, it's terribly hot and the hair goes into a bun. This is Sachet eagerly waiting for his tom yum. So we're basically walking everywhere because we want to try multiple things. So this is basically a tom yum specialty place. I have 500 items on the menu. This is what Sachet ordered. It's the one with egg, shrimp, fish, and squid and mixed mushrooms. Try it.
Try the broth. It's good.
Better than the tom yum that you had last time or last night?
Yeah.
Better? Are you serious? Okay. So it was worth coming here. It's on. So we decided to visit the Louis Vuitton Visionary Journeys Museum of some sort. It's magical the way these people have made it, trying to give you all the full experience, even though this is more for me to remember. That's Sachet, of course. It's like walking through a LV world. Keep showing you bits and pieces. So talks about the origin of LV, which of course we know they started with the trunks for the rich and the royals, and that's how the whole journey came up. So they used to make all these trunks with like different things. So for example, this one is for your bottles, your cutlery. This one I remember reading about like years ago. This was for all the medicines. One for books. So they basically made trunks that were durable, because that time everyone used to travel in trains. So they wanted things that were durable, and a lot of our designs, out of the new bags that have come up, are basically inspired from those old ones. Like I remember reading about the Neo Noe, that it was actually inspired from the bucket that somebody had asked to be made for gifting wine bottles or champagne bottles. This is another world of theirs with all their signature bags. I have that one. So Sachet has been asking me to try the Thai iced tea or the bubble tea, or anything for since yesterday, but I decided to wait because Khamu Khamu is one of my favorites, and today I luckily found it at one of these places we were visiting. This is the new drink. It's made with osmanthus flowers. And this is the other new drink. It's different. It's their signature Thai tea with caramelized cashews. I'm going to try that tomorrow, maybe. But today I wanted to get the simple one. So I decided to go for the ancient Thai tea with a different topping. I've never tried it before. It's called the Warabi Mochi. I like mochi, so I'm hoping this one's good. Let's see how this one is. And that's my drink. I took my first sip of the iced tea and fell in love. So I've been waiting to try this for God knows how long. So one of the things I love about Bangkok is how organized the city is. Like if you just see Bangkok from the sky, you're going to see a proper grade of things. It's a very organized and well planned city. And one of the things that I love, so you can see it's been raining non-stop, it's been pouring. And yet I'm fine because I'm just going from one mall to another through the walkway. And so one thing you realize, almost everybody here is either in black or white, because they're currently in a mourning period. They're mourning the death of their queen. So they've been told, or they've collectively taken the decision to either wear black or white. And of course Sachet has to get us to Ben's Cookies. I was wondering why he's getting me to this mall. I'm like, why is he getting it? And suddenly it hit me. He's gotten me for the Ben's Cookies. These are his favorite cookies in the entire world.
My favorite is the oatmeal raisin. Second, matcha white chocolate. And third, white chocolate macadamia.
So Sachet had picked out a place for me to eat somewhere else, eat dinner. But I've been walking and shopping at the Siam Paragon. So I insisted we come here to the food court. This is the place where I ate last time I was here. It's the only vegetarian place in the entire mall, and it serves some crazy shit. I love the medley of mushrooms. I finally found a place for us to sit. I am a little tired, maybe a lot tired. My feet and legs are hurting. I made the stupid mistake of wearing brand new shoes and walking on my first day here. Might get shoe bites. I don't know why I did that. That was a stupid mistake and a noob mistake to do. But yeah, I'm just waiting for my food while my husband walks around arranging things for me. So I tend to get super cranky when I'm hungry. So when I say I'm hungry, my husband has these warning bells that go around him, and he knows he needs to arrange food for me because I never say I'm hungry. And when I say I'm hungry, I actually mean it. For those wondering why I'm not wearing any jewelry, someone had asked me this question once. So basically, on trips, I do not carry any jewelry out of safety. It's basically like a little weight off my head because all my pieces are too special to me. They have been given to me on certain occasions, or we've made them. Every piece is like too special. So the thought of me just clumsily leaving it next to my bedside table, or like just tossing it in my bag and forgetting about it, or dropping it somewhere, or losing it somewhere, is just something I don't want to. That it's just something that scares me, and I don't want to do that. So I have a friend who basically wore her fanciest watch ever. I think that watch was like some 10 crore watch or something, and she went to a really good place in London, got her watch on the bedside table, and of course the staff took it. And no matter what she said, she tried to explain it. It's like nobody has cameras in your room. You could just say that, yeah, I lost my watch. But yeah, the property didn't really do anything because they obviously had staff assigned for the cleaning, but she didn't realize the watch was missing at least after 2 or 3 days. It's like a habit, like you just take off your watch on the bedside table, the next day maybe she was in a rush or whatever. But that incident also scared me, so I don't really carry like proper valuables. I'm okay with like bags and shoes. I mean, they are also expensive, but not as special as jewelry. And my food is here. So this one he specially asked the people to make for me. Wasn't on the menu.
These are different mushrooms. This is a white mushroom. This
Fungus,
is a Wodia mushroom.
Wodia fungus,
And this is another oyster.
oyster.
This is some other, all different types. You're trying
Love it. I just took my first sip and I swear it's like heaven in my mouth. It's just too good. If you're a vegetarian and you're coming to Bangkok and you're in this area, definitely come. Not, it doesn't get better than this. What do you get?
got something called Anguai, something like that. I don't know the name. I took a picture. Wait. Anguai Q Guai.
So what is this?
It's just Thai style. These are the handmade noodles with egg and chicken.
Nice.
So these are the noodles.
So I forgot to mention that why I picked this place last time was because the chef used to work for the Royal Thai family, and he then started this place. So that most of the dishes are from the royal household, and I love that. Thai iced tea for me is like a piece of heaven. When I was in college, I would have it all the time. When I was coming back to India, I literally carried like some 10 packets of Thai iced tea expecting to have it every day, but I didn't because it's difficult to make it there. But Thai iced tea is actually life. You can tell by now, this is again a food trip, so we love coming to Bangkok to eat. It's like the closest place to Bombay. Plus you don't need visa, so last minute if you make a plan you can come, and it has pretty much every restaurant that we love in Singapore, in Japan, in all the places. So Chet can have his ramen, he can have his all the different things that he likes, and I can have my things that I like. I was telling Sachi all morning to eat this today. One of his favorite things to eat here. This is what the Hainese chicken, na?
Khao Man Gai.
Huh?
Khao Man Gai.
So the person sitting next to us laughed when I said what is it in English, And he told me, yeah, he's correct. It's Kham and Gai. So this is about my husband. He knows all the names of all the dishes in Thai, all the things in Chinese. He can recognize Chinese restaurants. Half the time I'm like, how do you know this? But yeah, this is his thing. So while we are here, there is a drop today of Mokoko, which is basically like the female version of Labubu. Somehow we stumbled upon this. The last time we were in Hong Kong, they were displaying all the forms of Labubu, and Sachet loved it, and he told me that time, buy it. And I said, what is this shit? And then Labubu became viral. This is the next thing. You've heard it here first. She's Mokoko, and it's a drop, and everybody's going crazy. See? People are going crazy. They booked these online.
Okay. This is how Mokoko looks. It's a new thing after Labubu. And there are people here who bought these many, probably to resell.
Look, show them there also.
Pretty cool. I might get FOMO and might end up purchasing one.
So, FOMO got me here. This is Pop Mart, and I had to see if I find the new thing cute enough to buy. So FOMO was the reason I bought the stupid Labubu, which I hate now. But you know how it is. You've got to buy the thing to get over it. I think I've found other things that I like. Mokoko you can't buy right now. You can only buy resale. So I wanted to try a few ice creams while I was here. Gonna get this and get this. You know my obsession with Kit Kat. Gonna try both tonight.